Hello everyone, it's Vicky StitchNButton, and I'm back for my bi-weekly report on my stitching. I've got a lot done. A lot more stitching, a lot more finishing. I did a whole bunch of finishing for someone. I just sent it out, so I'm not going to show it just yet. I have pictures, debatable. Anyway, I've been busy, staying busy as usual, and I touched a lot of projects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them. Not bad. Not bad. Hope everybody else is getting their stitchy goodness in. If I didn't mention it, today is November 20th. My birthday's in 4 days. Hang in there because I do want to do a giveaway. Give a giveaway. Yeah, one of those things. You know, words. Anyway, I want to do a giveaway for my birthday. And I got a bunch of stuff in today too, so let's get going. Good news is, I don't know if I mentioned it, I think I did in one of my videos a couple months ago, or about a month, it happened in September. Over a month ago, I did an update on my iPad. Could not get it to work. It's a known glitch with the new iOS update, and I got frustrated with it, couldn't get it to work, just let it alone. Finally, the other night, on a whim, I plugged it in. I left it plugged in overnight to charge. And then when I opened it up in the morning, it had a little bit of Wi-Fi from a public Wi-Fi. And I was able to get it to totally reset. And by reset, I mean like totally factory reset it. But before it did the download of the new iOS, it did back up to the cloud. So when it came back up, it synced in with the cloud, put everything back on there, and I have my highlighted patterns back on my good reader, which I'm happy about, although now I need to update those because I started printing out everything again. I'm debating on whether I don't want to, I think there's going to be a certain, I don't know, I think some of them I'm just going to keep on the paper, because it's not always good for me to tote around an iPad where a piece of paper can just be thrown in. You know, you don't have to recharge a piece of paper. So I think there's going to be some projects I use for the iPad, some that I'll use for on the go or smaller. I don't know. I'll decide later. A lot of decisions. I don't have to make any now. But let's get on to showing my stitching. I had to do, you know, that magical stitches stuff in the semi-sane. I am not stitching for semi-sane right now. I think there's one thing I'm going to stitch on, and it's like Nerdapalooza for this month. I still have to do that. But I'm not doing the Stitcher games. They've narrowed down a lot of the sponsors, and I was on the list, which is totally fine with me, because I want to stitch what I want to stitch. And I've got some plans for next month, and I'm still trying to make out all my plans for next year on what I want to start. So I was able to get in a lot of stitching because on Magical Stitches I had to stitch on like 5 different projects. So this past couple of weeks have been kind of busy with that. I am going to go by the pile that I have here, not by my list. This is actually the last thing I worked on. And I didn't turn on my other light again. I wonder if this is going to be good enough. Yeah, it should be. I worked on Midsummer Night's Fairy. That is this one by Mirabilia, if you haven't seen it. And I started this like 2005 or so, and I just recently picked her back up and dusted her off, and I'm trying to get her done now. I worked on her skin. That's pretty much all I worked on, was skin and, Krynic. I filled in the rest of this blue right here. I had it all outlined, and I filled that in with the Krynic, and I filled in this much. These lines right here, that's all beads. So there's going to be, and she's got a chin. If you look, she's got a jawline going on there. So that's how far I've gotten. This is her off the Q-snap. Everything down here is done. I have a couple of leaves to do, but basically just the top of her needs to be done. She quite possibly could be in my finishes for December, maybe. There's a couple that's definitely going to be done. Sammy from Sammy J Stitches. Hi, Sammy. She's in Virtual Stitchers, and she's got Finish That Stitch for December that I'm signed up for, because I have a few that I know that I can get done, so I'm saving them for that Finish That Stitch December. This might be on there. We're going to see. It's feasible. It's a possibility. Possibilities all over the place. Okay. Let's put her there. Another one, the one that I worked on before that, was my squid. Look how good my squidlies are doing. I'm just about done. The only thing I have left down in this corner is just this little bit of green right here. I just had to put that there, and then it's only this quadrant right there. And it's already started, so it's not even a full quarter. And this is definitely going to be a Finish That Stitch December. I did 300 stitches on this just this past week. I finished it up, I think, on Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Saturday. Yep. So that's definitely getting done. Almost. Almost. Put him back. Put him back in his bag. That way I can do this. Right? Okay. Another one I worked on was my Space Traveler. I will insert a picture over here of Space Traveler, because I only had, I didn't have the whole thing printed out. But this, I didn't work so much over in here. I worked on filling in the, oh my goodness. I'm trying to do it block by block like the other ones, so there's a lot of fill-in involved. So I filled in a lot of this in here and going down here for 300 stitches, because as you can see, I sort of like stopped there except for a couple stitches, and I'm filling in as I go along. This is the side of the page. I believe this is the bottom of the page here, so that's about a half a page, a little over a half a page done. I think it's looking pretty good. You can see that. And it's the TARDIS. That's the TARDIS. This in here is blank because I was trying to just get the stitches done, and so I was using what I had already parked. I wanted to just use up what I parked already just to get it out of the way. And this is going to be some light coloring because it says police box up in here. So it's looking good, looking good. I started, I think I showed you already, I had started Aqua City. This is my 5th aid that I started. Either the 4th or 5th, because it's either the 5th or 6th full coverage I have going on. Crazy. But this is pretty. It's 237 colors. So far, I'm doing blues. And I had to put in 300 stitches. I ended up doing 301 because I dropped down a stitch on a block. Only because that color wasn't anywhere else over here. And I said, the hell with it. And this is where I could use the better light. There you go. It's all blues. It's dark blue, blue, bright blue, some more blue, all blues. So that's 400 stitches total done on that, 401. And I will be doing another, I'll put this one over here, because I'm going to be doing another, I don't know what that, I don't remember if it's 400 or 500 stitches I have to do on it this week for magical stitches. That's fine. One of the other things I had to do was something that was like a skeleton closet, a secret type thing, and I am stitching the Eagles mascot for a friend of mine. And I stitched myself one, and I still had the working copy, and the person, I did it years ago, and I was going through my files, and I found it. So I pulled it back out, and I decided to stitch it for a friend of mine that's a die-hard Eagles fan. Now, I did mine in the newer Eagles colors, which is the midnight green, I think they call it, or something like that. She likes Kelly green, the old school Kelly green, and back then they actually charted this for old school Kelly green. This isn't a color picture, but that's what he looks like, that Swoop from the Eagles. He's really cute. Anyway, I had started this, and when I started stitching for homework, I noticed I had messed up, and in order to fix it, it was ridiculous. So I decided I was going to start over again. I had originally started it on, I think, 18 count, Ada. And I was going to pull it out, but then I started going through some miscellaneous fabrics that I had, and I found this fabric. This is a, did I write it back down? Did I write it down again? I didn't. Did I? No. Okay, so it's 22 count Joblin, I want to say. I can't believe I didn't write it down. Anyway, it's a 22 count, and it's silver. You see that? Sparkles? Silver threads going through it. It's 22. It's huge. So, because it's big, because I'm doing it over 2, I'm actually doing 4 over 2 on this, and I had started it all over again, and that's how far I got. This is the wing and his foot. His tail feathers are coming in. I did some of the white there. And I think that was like 300 or 400 stitches, I forget. I think it was 3. But he's looking good. And he'll go quick. I know he will. I am hoping this will be one of those Finish That Stitch December items, because I'd like to mail it to her for Christmas. She has no idea I'm doing it for her. So, that'll be cute. I'll frame it up like I did mine. I'm sure I have a frame somewhere. Okay, this one. There. I also worked on, I had to do, I forget how many stitches. Anyway, I had to do some kind of stitches for the homework, whatever, and I ended up doing the stitches on Let's Do Coffee. This is how far I've gotten. I did the back stitch lettering in here, along with all that, and this down here. I think it's looking good. The back stitching part, the letters, that's not a problem. My biggest problem is going to be, and I'll show you the picture of it. I have a little picture I printed out. My biggest problem with this one is going to be this. There are quarter stitches galore in there. It's driving me crazy. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking one strand, and I'm doing the cross stitches. I just go over twice and then back twice like that to get the 2 strands for the full stitches, because there's so much back stitching and quarter stitches in here. You guys almost do it on the way. So it's gonna be slow going on that part, but this part should be quicker. But this didn't take me too long at all to throw those stitches in there. As a matter of fact, I think I was watching Carrie and Stitches when I did this, because I've been behind on my Flosstube watching. And she likes coffee too. I know she does. So that's how far I got on that one. This one's being done on Vicki Clayton fabric. It's no longer available. With Vicki Clayton silks, also no longer available. But if you like her fabric, I know my friend Gina put some up for sale on Stash Unloading. She's got an album there you have to go through, but I know she's got some available that she was selling. So if you want some, there's a way to get some. I haven't decided to sell any of mine, so you're SOL on mine. Sorry about your luck. I had to stitch on, and I forget what the prompt was. I think it was what I hadn't worked on in the longest time. So I decided it had been a minute and a half since I worked on Blue Flame. Blue Flame, I don't have the picture. I didn't have a color picture printed out, so I'll put it here. And basically what I did, and it's a little hard to see because there's so much black, I didn't put any more black in. I put all dark purples in that go all the way around here, the edges here. And there was a little bit of a flub apparently, and I wasn't picking it all out because it's the second time I'm starting this one anyway, and it wasn't that bad. I think I fixed all the flubs, and I just started filling in some stuff because now I also want to make this the block by block. I had originally started this because I had to get in so many stitches quickly. So, and I'm doing it 1/1. So I decided to just fill in the black around the outside. That was easy enough. Although I ended up messing up because I was trying to go too fast. But it's looking good. It's looking good. This I think I'm doing on... This might be 22 count. It's either 22 or 25. It's 25. Looks a lot smaller. Oops. Gotta run away. Next. My next one. This one, matter of fact, may be on that Finish That Stitch December also. You can tell. Obviously, my full coverages are not on that Finish That Stitch December. But we're gonna go with something that's a little bit more feasible, right? A little more obtainable. Okay, I don't have a picture of that one. This last one that I stitched on, which is Sweet Home Sampler. Yeah, Sweet Home Sampler by Mary Engelbreit. I'll put a picture here. And I am just about done. I had to put in 300 stitches. That was no problem. I did a whole bunch of checkers real quick. All I have to do is fill in the gold checkers, and then it's just the back stitching, a couple lazy daisies. There's a whole bunch of back stitching though, but this is definitely going to get done. Definitely going to get done. I'll finally have it done in December, and then it has to be washed. Okay, it has to be soaked. It's filthy. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. I started this 2003, 2004. I don't know, it's been a long, long time sitting around. But I'm finally getting it done this year. Put that one there too. I have another one that's going on that list that I didn't show because it'll take me all of... I don't know, it might take me less than an hour to finish it up. And it's A Little Coffee by Mary Engelbreit. Almost done that one, so I just put it aside. I did one last challenge on it like 2 weeks ago. And I know I'll be able to get that done and no problem. That'll probably be one of the first ones I knock out on that list. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I'll come up with the final list maybe for my next video then. I'll make a list of them. But I think I'm doing good. I think I have like 8 finishes for the year so far. I know it's not a ton, but I've been doing bigger projects, so it's kind of hard to finish up everything because they're so big. Plans. Besides the Finish That Stitch December, I have a bag set to make for somebody that's been ordered, and I already cut those out. And I finally cleared off my table. It was giving me a headache. And I'm going to start Christmas bags. Christmas bags are coming. And I want to finish, one of the things I wanted to finish when I pulled out all this finishing stuff was this little fob from, and I'll show you real quick. It's cute. I stitched it up quick. It was a quick stitch. I think it took me maybe 2 sittings to go ahead and finish it up quick. And this one I've shown before. It's Black Sheep. It was a scissor fob kit that I bought from Becky, Lucy Beam Love and Stitches. I think it's still available as chart only from her site. And when I bought it, it came with this little piece of fabric and the threads, and I didn't use 1 strand, I used 2, so I ended up having to flub it with some other threads. And it came with the little sheep scissors. I've decided when I finish it, I'm going to put this little black polka dot fabric on the back of it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put any doodads and whatnots with it like I did the Harry Potter one, which the Harry Potter one may also still be available on her Etsy. Just take a look. It should be Lucy Beam on Etsy. Let me write myself a note. I'll put a link down below so you could check her out. Love her. Becky's the best. Link. Alright. This in here. This shouldn't take me. I could watch a floss tube and sew this together and stuff it. Not sure if I want to make it light or if I want to put some walnut shells in like I did the other one. But it's gonna be cute. Alright, more plans. On Virtual Stitchers, Joni from Virtual Stitchers decided to buy Artisy, and she came up with a great idea to do a stitch along. Okay, maybe she might have been coerced, but now she's going to start a stitch along January 15th. If you want to join, go ahead and join Virtual Stitchers group. I'll have that link below. I've been putting it below. And come join us and talk to us. You don't have to be on the camera if you don't want to. You can keep the camera off and just talk to us. You could keep the camera on and mute yourself if you don't just want to listen in. We have some people that don't talk much. Sometimes you can't get a word in edgewise, so it don't matter. Anyway, come join us. But one of the sales I am joining with them decides to start on the 29th. And you can't quite see the bag, but I have a bigger bag back there. It's right there. Big old tote that I got from BlueQ.com. They've got some great stuff. Anyway, what I've been doing is kitting stuff and throwing it in that bag, or starting to kit it and throwing it in that bag, like Colonial America. I think that's Little House. I'm still debating on the fabric, so, but that's in there. There's a couple other things in there that have been kitted or need to be finished up. And I'm just throwing them all in there for now, and then I'll decide what I'm going to start and when. I decided I'm going to join the Artisy, which is yet another big full coverage. But Joni's going to start it. She's doing a sale. It's called hashtag, I wrote it down, hashtag Joni's Artisy sale. And basically pick any old Artisy pattern, and you know they have a ton of free ones. So if you join their Facebook group, they have a ton on there. This was actually a free one. I don't think it's available as a free pattern anymore, but I did nab it when it was, because on their website they have free patterns that sit there for 2 weeks, and you can download them, so you got to check every 2 weeks or you miss out and you have to buy it, which is also not a bad thing. They're not too badly priced. They're not as much as the Heaven and Earth Design ones. And the charts, I'll show you a page. They're pretty large. It's a pretty large print, which is kind of nice. And this whole thing was 22 pages, but like 3 or 4 of them were all instructions and whatnot. So I didn't think that was too bad. Let me see, pattern, page 18, and started on page 1. 18 pages. Not bad. Anyway, this is Sepia Tone, Anhalt Castle in Germany. I think it's gorgeous. I love the lake reflection. I've decided I'm going to do it on 18 count over 1. I'll probably do it 1 over 1. I think it'll be just fine on 1 over 1. I'm using a antique white or cream color, whatever you want to call it. I think it's considered antique white. And it's an 18 count. The finished size for 18 count is only 17 by 11 and a half. It's 300 by 200 stitches. I don't think that's too bad. And it's only, again, let me refer to the back. It's only 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22 colors. Not bad. There are a few that you need 2 skeins of, and 1 that you need 3 skeins. 2 that you need 3 skeins of. I probably won't need as many skeins since I'm doing, I bet you it says to do it 2 over 1. Trying to see, please. Doesn't say. I'm gonna do 1 over 1 anyway. I think it'll be just fine. So I'll probably only need about half the threads anyway. I am using my oopsie bag. When I did this bag, I'm glad I didn't actually sell it because I went to pick it up and the plastic didn't catch, and I won't sell that. Could I take it apart and try again on the bottom? Probably. Instead, I had some white thread in the machine that I was using for something else, and I just went across it. And now it's mine, which is fine with me, because I can always, actually I need more project bags with all these projects that I have going on. So this is my January 15th start for the Joni's Artisy sale. Let's go on to purchases. Actually, let's go on to, I received a gift in the mail. I received my first birthday gift, matter of fact, today. I didn't even know it was coming. My friend Dawn, who is Frosty XStitch on Flosstube and on everything else, she's on Instagram. Dawn in Switzerland, she sent me a package. I had no idea it was coming. It's cute. Don't worry, be happy. Look, pineapples. Cute. Anyway, she sent me that, and I've tasted both of these because I told you I don't care about rolls, and they're good. They look like Raisinets. It's a lot smaller piece, though. My eye itches. It's a lot smaller piece, but it's not a Raisinette. It almost tastes like they had cacao beans. It's got a little bit of crunch to it. So it's almost like they had cacao beans and they put little bits in and then covered it with the chocolate. But they're good. They're both dark. One's just not as dark as the other. But they were good. And she also, I told her I had a bunch of, my eye. My goodness. I told her I had a bunch of scrap fabrics from when I do the bags and stuff. It's not quite enough to throw away. It's not quite enough to make anything. So they go into a bin. I think Christine Stitch All the Things has those bins too, where she cuts those in the squares. I started doing that because waste not, want not. And I've even offered them out. I haven't found anybody that quilts that wants to do it, but I've always said I might quilt one day. Well, she thought about that. And I just mentioned it in passing, probably here on the video or in talking to her. And she sent me this great quilt book. Design Your Own Quilts. And I didn't even get to read it yet. But I just leafed through it. There's some cute stuff in here. Look at this. And I know there's probably a million and one quilt YouTubes and tutorials and stuff like that. It can't be that hard. I sew already, so quilting can't be that bad, right? I've always wanted to do one. My whole thing is taking the time to cut it exactly the way it needs to be. And I think when I quilt, I don't want to do it on the machine. I want to do a hand quilt. Always got to be difficult, don't I? I want to sit with the Amish ladies. How's that? I want to sit with the Amish ladies and do a quiltathon. Thank you, Dawn. I love it. I was pleasantly surprised. Thank you. What else? These came in the mail yesterday, but I bought these. Okay. I received my Victoria Motto threads. Let me get my board here. I'm loving the colors. And I don't know, I'm thinking, do I want to... I'm not sure if I want to boost my threads or if I want to... You see there's a brown, a red, brown, green, blue, light blue, and mauve. I don't know if I want to boost my threads or if I want to buy some of her collections, because I'm not going to be doing the monthly ornament sale anymore. And you could look at it like, hey, let me just save $15 a month or $13 a month. Or, hey, you could buy other things. I don't know yet. I don't know. I really like these threads, and I only have some, right? Which brings me to a little story, by the way. Some of you may have heard this. The other day, I went out to show Frank my German castle that I'm going to start. I was like, I know I have a lot going on, but look at this. It's really cool, and I'm going to start it anyway. I said, it's only my 5th or 6th full coverage. Who knows how long it'll take me. And he turns around and he goes, honey, you've got a problem. You've got a condition, and you need therapy. And I told him, I said, cross stitch is my therapy. And he goes, no, come here, come here. And I'm like pulling away. I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes and he grabs at my stomach and he gives me this strand of floss. And I looked, I was like, oh, give me that. I was like, that's my 754. I need that for my Mirabilia skin. He goes, prove my point just right there. You need therapy. So I couldn't stop laughing. Not only did he tell me I needed therapy, but then I'm walking around with half a skein stuck to my stomach. Look, once it's under the boobs, you can't see it, right? It's just out of sight, out of mind. I had actually been putting the floss away from stitching the night before, and I guess when I scooped it up, it stuck to my sweater. But I thought that was hysterical. We had a good laugh. He supports me with all my crafts. He loves what I do, and he loves seeing all this stuff, and he's even said he wishes he could do some of that. I told him, I'll teach him. I'll teach him. I've seen some guys, some ladies get their husbands in there doing these big old ones. I'm pulling out. So I finally got, I mean, I wasn't waiting with bated breath, but Gina sent me my henna. This is Silks for You. This is the color her and I chose. It's got red tint. It's brown with a good red tint. Loving this color. Oh my god. Anyway, and it's only half a hank, by the way. Watch, that'll be my picture they choose, right? It's only half a hank. And I've already printed out my working copy. I'm going to do Henna Mandala by Ink Circles. And I think this is going to look great. This is the fabric I chose. And now I wrote this one down. This is Silks for You. It's PR067. 067. And like I said, you can see, yeah, it's reds and browns, which reminds me of henna tattoos. And I'm using 32 count Georgia Peach Cobbler. It's from Dixie Sampler Fabrics. I bought this back a few years ago at the Prim Stitcher Society retreat when she first started doing fabrics. And this was an exclusive for the Georgia retreat because Georgia Peach. And it's a 32 count, and I think that's going to look great. It gives it sort of a fleshy, sorry. Let's see if this works better. It gives it more of a fleshy, there you go, color to it, right? So it'll almost look like a henna tattoo. Okay, so darker than me though, but that's okay. There's so many people darker than me. Trust me, I'm not sun drenched at all, even in Florida. But what I've decided with this is I am not going to start this until I finish squid. So when squid's done, that comes out of that bag. This will go in that bag. Gina's also going to do this one. So, and I put it in my best friend bag here because we both have these School of Cruel project bags that I made for us. So I know she's going to do it. So it's kitted. And it will be started after ink circles. Okay. Almost last. I'm almost done, I swear. I received a package from Jen at the Whole Stitch and Caboodle. Hi, Jen. Love you. Hi, Keegan. I got another order, because I have an addiction. Apparently, I need therapy. Psh, I don't know. I have coffee today, by the way. Never fear, Dawn. I don't forget for too long, right? So, I got my package in from Jen, and I'm very happy. First up is Clementine. Okay, the whiskers. You had me at these whiskers. Clementine is obviously, I mean, that's a girl's name, right? But those are some manly whiskers, unless she's got like that 80s perm hair whiskers. Yes? I love it. I love the cornstalk. I think it's just too cute. And that face, oh my god. Yes, please. No F's given, by the way. No, not A1. No, whole fur face, nope. So, that will be started eventually. This one is, I think it's just Halloween Mouses by Madame Chantilly. Look how, okay, there you go. Look at those mice. Can you stand it? This guy's got a skeleton shirt on. I can't deal. I love this. This was part of her magic closet. It's an older one. I wonder if it's got a year. It's in an envelope. I'm not opening it. Anyway, this is from Ben Creek. It's called Holiday Houses Part 3. It's got birthday, Easter, and 4th of July. I think those are adorable. I bought it, I think it was $5. I think it's cute. Houses. I really do like Ben Creek. And I know I've stitched stuff in the past. I had their photo booth series and stuff. So, I swiped up this winter Snapperland from her, and it came with the buttons. I don't use the snaps. They don't make any sense to me. I'm not using them. Matter of fact, are they even? Oh yeah, they do put them in the picture. Okay, I'm not using them. But I will use the buttons. And it's the Winter Snapperland series. And it goes, let's see which one's first. The house. I'm looking on the back here. The house. The skating rink. I've got two houses here. Oh, it's this house. Okay, get it together. My friend Jay Long says, get my poop in a scoop. In a group, Poop in a group, Jay Long, is that how it goes? Anyway, there. I've got two houses, an ice skating rink, a sleigh, and I think the one house goes on the end. It's got to. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm in Vegas playing cards. Are you tired of me yet? I'm tired of me. I just came up with a reference that is so inappropriate. And if you've seen Silence of the Lambs, you know what I'm talking about, and you're probably laughing. Anyway, there we go. I will do them all in a row, by the way, and that's why I'm showing them to you like this, because I'll do it all in one piece. I think they're cute. And I don't want to do them in 4-frame things. What a big pain in the rear end. Alright, that's that. I got the pack from her that's got all those snaps, and then I've got extra snaps. So if anybody needs snaps, got any baby clothes? Because I think it's the female and male end of the snaps. Let me know, because I'm never going to use all these. I'm just going to use the snowflake and bird buttons. She's got flowers on her Ziplocs. I don't get that fancy. Okay. Oh. Look at that. I told you I was going to do them all in a row. It's the free border. She had sent that along. How convenient. Thank you, Jen. Alright. Moving right along. Another Bent Creek. This one also came with the little star buttons. And this one's called Halloween Arches. I have a few of the arch patterns, and I did not have this one, which is odd. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh. Pinches cheeks. She sent along a freebie. It's, in everything give thanks, and it's got some pumpkins. Flash real quick back here. Can you sort of see it? There you go. It's from Plum Street Samplers. Okay, yeah. It's cute. I bought, okay, let me butcher this because I took Spanish, not French. Doce Nuit from Tralala. I love Tralala. Look at this. Can you deal? I can't even. He's on, like, I think that's pudding. I think it's Christmas pudding on a tray. I love it. Too cute. Sane's got a badonk-donk. And then Jolie Sorcière. It's a witch. And her mouse is cooking for her. That's what I'm talking about. Asking somebody else to cook for you. Uh-huh. I think she's cute. And of course she's got brown hair. It will be red. My picture came off. The nerve. And okay, for those of you, what chart comes with a picture that you just put the corners and the little slits on the outside? Well, that would be a memorabilia, and I just had to. This is Baker's Wife, the Baker's Wife. I love this. Somebody called her the pretty hooker. Was it the beautiful hooker? I don't know. Happy hooker works for me, though. Maybe I'll do hashtag happy hooker sale. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for it. Anybody else want to do hashtag happy hooker sale? You let me know. We'll get this going on. This is going to be my next start. I've been debating on which memorabilia to do next. And I'm pretty sure 100% this is going to be it. And that means I could start it after I finish my Midsummer Night's Fairy. So I really need to push myself to get that done in December, don't I? I don't know what fabric I want to use. I'm not crazy about the fabric they chose. They chose an amber linen. Not my favorite. So I want to choose something else. Obviously, it can't be too crazy because we've got to fit in pink hair and teal dress and blah, blah, blah. But we'll find out something. I don't know. What do you think? Anybody got any suggestions for me to look at? Let me know. Happy hooker sale. Oh my god. Sounds great. I gotta write that down. Hang on. Hashtag. And it would also fit in on my hashtag Bodacious Women sale that I've been using that hashtag on Instagram. Although I haven't shown her lately, so I haven't been able to use it past couple of months. And last but not least, I bought a Prairie Schooler And I really wish it was the card one, because they just feel better. Anyway, I bought All Hallows Eve. There we go. I think it's great. And then I will... the chart's right above those pictures. Look at the ghost on that. I love it. So, that is that. I want to do a giveaway. If you're still sitting here waiting, I want to do a giveaway. My birthday's on Sunday the 24th, so I will give away something. A friend of mine, and how apropos, a friend of mine gave me this, and she said, if you're not going to do it, then give it away. It's okay. So she actually gave me 2 punch needle kits. You know me, I'm all about doing all of the crafts, except for knitting. I may try it again. It just didn't work for me. Crochet, I can do crochet, but I haven't lately because it bothers my wrist. So, I am going to give away this cute guy. Although, this might have been the one I was going to keep, and that's fine. I want to give this one away because it's Christmassy enough. And punch nail goes by really fast. So, you could actually have this punched out in like 2 days. It has everything. It's open, but it has everything in it. It has the floss in it. Has all the instructions, the fabric, and a little backing thing. It will also come with the cheaper punch needle. Although this works, I've used one of these. It works. And it even has a needle threader in there for it. If you don't know how to do punch needle and you want to, there are tutorials on YouTube. I know that Lori Brecklin from Not Forgotten Farms, she has a tutorial on it. Check it out. She's got a couple of tutorials on it. I learned from her. I learned from a class from her, and I learned, matter of fact, that same Georgia retreat, I was sitting next to her. We both had tables at the retreat in the Merchant Mall, and we were right next to each other, and I was like, she was swamped, but by the last day, it slowed down. I was like, can you please show me? And she showed me, and I've gone from there. I haven't done anything recently because I've been so busy sewing and stuff, but I still have some more things I want to do. That's another one, Not Forgotten Farms. Definitely check her out if you haven't already. She's got a lot of punch needle cross stitch, a lot of prim cross stitch. She's got a lot of witchy stuff that's really cute. And her husband does woodworking, and he mills it right from their farm. Literally cuts down the trees and mills the wood. And I have her snowman angel. Is it snowman or the pumpkin angel? Or do I have both patterns and one thing of wood? I don't know, but the little wood wings, it's cute. You'll see it on our Etsy shop. I'll link it below. There, wrote it down. Anyway, I want to give this away. Not only do I want to give this away, when I give it away, I'm actually going to bend this little cardboard down so it will fit in this bag. This is one of my bags. This is just one of the accessory bags and or really small project bags. So I want to give away this Supergirl, Batgirl, Wonder Woman. It's the girls. I'm going to give this bag and this kit away. What do I want you to say? I do know that you should be over 18. You don't want to say giveaway. I'd really appreciate if you're a subscriber. And what else? Whatever. Do you want to learn how to punch needle? Then here's your chance. Do you punch needle and just think this is really cute and you want it? There's your chance. I mean, it comes from AC Moore, which is like a Michaels. It's a Dimensions kit. But hey. So, if you would like to be entered for this giveaway, which is the kit, the needle, and the bag, I would like you to, I don't know, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? It's coming up. By the time I come back, Thanksgiving will be over, and we'll be getting ready for Christmas. So let's go with that. what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Frank is also, we're not doing, it's only him and I, and we may have Haley for a little bit, but for the most part, she usually goes to her grandmother's. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to my son's. I don't know. I'm coming up with ideas. He doesn't even know it. If I don't go out to my son's, because I'm going to have stuff I need to take up for him, because I had Pamper Chef Party, and I got him, I earned a whole bunch of free stuff, and I got it for him, because he's got a new house. So if I don't go out to see him, then we'll probably just get a little something. Maybe I'll get a turkey breast and bake it, make a small dinner. I don't do all the big fixins and stuff like that anyway, so it's no big deal for me. Less stress. I know a lot of people do a lot of stuff for Thanksgiving and they have family and they really like it. I personally don't like my family too much. I like my friends a lot better than my family, and I have come to the point in my life where I'm not going to stress myself out, overextend myself for a whole bunch of ungrateful brats. And I've got worse words than that, but we'll just keep it PG with this. So, I'm good to be home, and I could stitch, I could watch movies, I can eat or not eat, or, you know, sit around in my pajamas. Frank can cook, I can cook, we can order, whatever. It doesn't matter. I just don't want to be stressed for the holidays. So many years I was stressed, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't have to. I'm going to do what I want. So, I'll let you know what I did in 2 weeks. But, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay home? Are you going to go out? You're going to drive yourself crazy and have Aunt Myrtle over to tell you how bad she hates your hairdo? You know, these things happen. Anyway, let me know what you're going to do. Those comments will be tallied together, and I'll choose a winner. In 2 weeks, I'll announce it. Okay? One last bit of business is needle minders. I have a lot of needle minders, and I got a few more in. I restocked on these cute little ones. They're little Starbucks cups, and I have them. I had some blue, but I ran out of the white and black. Here's the blue ones. And it's hard to, the picture's so small it doesn't want to focus. And they sit like this on the board, and your needle can either sit on the magnet itself or right through the handle. I use it all the time. I have one on my magnet board, not this one, on my other one. And I think I have another one on one of my projects. They're great. These are my cheapos. This is what I call my cheapos. These are only $4 a piece. I also have M&Ms back in. I just ordered more M&Ms because I only had a couple of colors. But I have more of the standard colors I'm looking over at the bag. Browns and greens and yellows and orange and stuff like that. So I have all kinds of colors. M&Ms. This is a red one. This is a red one, guys. Did you know I changed the color spectrum? This is a yellow one. I was looking at a red one over there. I have all kinds of colors. This is another $4 one. This one's also $4. This is a cheeseburger. I only have 3 of these, so if you want a cheeseburger needle minder, let me know. Join my Facebook group. Message me on Instagram, which would be StitchNButton Crafts on Instagram, or StitchNButton Facebook group. I have the links below. Join the group. Let me know you want one. I don't have them actually up in an album, so if you want them, just message me and say, hey, can I get one? Be more than happy. They might, I know the cups are still up on Instagram. I'm not so sure about the group because I can't remember what I did yesterday. And one more thing, I really wanted a Wizard of Oz needle minder, and I found this one that I liked, so I bought a bunch, and they're available. It's the Tim Burton Wizard of Oz. So that is going to go on my Dorothy. It's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but I like it. And These ones are $6, and they will be available. I am going to put them up on, I don't know if I put them up in a group yet, but I got to do that. I just got them in, like, literally just the other day. So I need to put them up on my Etsy and Instagram and on the group. But if you're interested, just let me know, and I will get those up, like, tonight. I'll put it up. Anyway, that's all I got. Just under an hour of me blabbering. I hope everybody has a great holiday, whether you let your family drive you crazy, whether your family makes you laugh anyway, whether you are spending time just with a couple of you or even by yourself. Sometimes just being by yourself is okay. I just hope you enjoy your day. Don't go out on Black Friday, please. Please, it's not worth it. Just wait for Cyber Monday. Because there's no way. I can't catch a charge. My boyfriend, he's a deputy. And it's a conflict of interest. And orange clashes with my hair. So, I will be staying in on Black Friday. And I've only gone once, and I won't do it again. Let's just put it that way. I hope everybody has a good holiday. I am going to be relaxing. And don't forget, don't let anybody steal your sunshine.